Hey guys, we're here with another episode of Bad and Bougie Baking with your fave, Dejanay, and your other fave,
her mom.
my mom, also known as
Danita.
You need a cute mom name, like MomDee.
Or mommy. I mean, you can call me mommy.
No, that the people need to call you.
Mama D is okay.
Mama D?
I know it's a little old now.
What would your grandkids call you? Nana?
See, they are so far off that I don't have a name. I don't.
They're not on the radar. I'm on something here. So, what do you want the grandkids to call you? The grandkids that you don't have.
I don't know.
My daughter look like I got a little dimple, or just face cellulite.
It's not cellulite.
Okay. Anyway, what do you want them to call you? Sugar D?
No.
MomDee? I really like MomDee.
Okay, let's go with
MomDee. Yeah. Anyway, today we're baking in MomDee's kitchen, which is beautiful and it's not 1 foot wide like my kitchen. Ma, tell the people what we're making.
We're making sticky rolls, sticky buns.
And what's so exciting about this recipe is that it's actually my mom's recipe.
Yes.
But we're going to kind of skip some things and add some things.
All right.
So today I have a little bit of a plot twist for y'all. I'm actually just going to instruct my mom. Even though she knows this recipe, we called her sister and they both kind of remembered the pieces of it together. I'm going to add some things though, y'all. But I'm going to instruct her and she's going to follow my instructions. Are you excited?
I'm excited.
Bad and Bougie Baking, let's go. So, Ma, first thing first, I want you to combine some sugar and just pour until I tell you to stop. Can y'all see this?
Sugar. Just regular sugar.
Regular white granulated sugar.
Pour until you say stop.
Keep pouring. Keep pouring. Keep.
Would you say go get another bag?
Stop. Oh, just pour the whole bag in there.
Right, because...
So, Mom, how old were you when you had your first boyfriend?
Well, and by my mom's rules, I wasn't supposed to have a boyfriend until I don't even know.
Brown sugar next.
But I guess I was probably 14 or 15 years old.
Ooh, you was a young buck.
Really?
Oh, open right there in the front.
Oh, wow. I use a different brand, so
My mom has this thing where she only buys name brands, y'all. And I'm just not that bougie in my
I don't
life.
think it has anything to do with being bougie, do it?
It has everything to do.
Am I pouring?
Yeah, just dump it in there until I tell you to stop. Go.
You can just give me the stop. I'll go.
Stop. A little bit more. Stop.
So let me ask you then, how old were you when you could date legally?
When I first had.
What were the rules?
Okay, so I could not date or talk on the phone with anybody until the first time I was allowed to talk on the phone with somebody. I think I was 15.
But what were the rules though? What did I tell you? I told you could have a boyfriend at the age of what?
16.
No, it was something else. I said...
She's making this up as she goes.
No, I want you to think about it. I said you could, if you had all A's, you could have a boyfriend at 14. But A's and B's at 16.
How would I ever want to strive for a boyfriend at 14? That wasn't even like a...
I'm telling you.
Slowly, a pinch.
I got a pinch measurement.
Beep, 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 beep.
You're not even going to see this going because... Am I putting it in for the beeps?
Stop!
Nutmeg. I'm sorry, it's not nutmeg.
It is.
Oh, nutmeg. So, and it's right there. Now, like I was saying, the difference between my baking and my daughter's baking is I don't bake by eye. She bakes by eye. So if I were doing this, it wouldn't be no beep, beep. It would be a measuring cup.
Measuring cups are so boring. I like to bake in communion with the ancestors. Right now, my ancestors are speaking to me. Those beeps are like little chimes. Beep.
And now I'm gonna add cinnamon to her beef.
Really
You're paying attention, right?
Okay. You had a while to go, sis. Okay. Beep, 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 beep. There we go. That's more like it. Another one of those big ones. Okay. One more. All right, 2 more. Yeah, it was only 1. Okay, good job. Gee. I love cinnamon. I don't think you can ever really have too much. Let's mix this all together with that spatula cute thing.
Well, let me rinse that cute thing off.
So anyway, my mom supposedly says I couldn't date, but my very first boyfriend, no free, what do you call those? Sponsorships, whatever here. So we're not going to say his name. Right.
That's what's up.
Bad and Bougie Baking does not recognize the past hoes. Anyway, my very first boyfriend was mom approved until he wasn't, y'all. He was not mom approved. This is a G-rated show, so I won't share why he stopped being mom approved, but it was my fault. But anyway, the point is, my mother scouted this guy at church. Come on, tell the people. She scouted him at church from a mile away. That needs more sugar.
Okay. Right.
I mean, more cinnamon.
Okay.
I can already tell.
All of your.
She's gonna melt some butter right now. Only melt that for like 20 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, she mix the vanilla into the butter.
Wow, really?
To make sure it's. I'm making this up as I go. It sounds right in my heart. I think I hear Grandma Ina whispering.
But I thought that Grandma
Sorry,
Ina did.
I can't. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. What was you saying, Mom?
I feel like Grandma Ina did.
Vanilla?
No. She's a vanilla user, but I thought that she put that on the actual dough. Okay.
Agreed.
Okay. If you say so.
Guys, I never made these sticky buns, sticky rolls. What do you call them?
Sticky buns, sticky rolls.
So my grandmother, she actually would have probably made the dough, but ain't nobody got time for that. Go ahead, pour your vanilla till I say stop.
It's margarine.
Oh my God, we're gonna kill my co-workers.
Why?
I'm pretty sure margarine clogs your pores.
It's one day. They're gonna enjoy this so much they're not even gonna care.
Well, we gonna find out. Rising dough and all that stuff takes hours. I still have to drive back to DC, so we're actually using some store-bought French bread, Pillsbury Doughboy.
Hey, Day, since you're over here and your hands are clean, roll this out like you want to roll.
No.
And let me see it so I can do the third one.
No. I am the sous I am the master chef.
Okay.
You are the sous chef today.
Okay. So, dating.
Now you gotta put your back into it.
Okay. Is that I didn't want you to date too early because I wanted you to be a kid for as long as possible.
You know. Okay, go ahead.
And I felt like if you were given a challenge, like if you really wanted to have a boyfriend.
A little bit of powder. I mean, I literally had great grades.
You had pretty good grades. You did. But
I had better grades than your son.
You did.
I have better grades than any young person you know of in your life right now.
You did.
But I just feel like dating was not like
an individual one. So one and then another one and then another one.
No, this is going to be one cut.
Yeah, that's what I said. So one. Okay, that might.
Ma, I'm going to instruct you. Stop thinking ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
Queens don't really like to plan sometimes. That middle part needs a little bit more
on power.
Yes. Put your back into it. So, cool. You know what? Now, in this part of my life, I totally agree. And if I had a daughter and she was like, oh, Mom, I would love to have a boyfriend, and she's not like 16 and a half, 17, I'm probably going to be like, no. Because...
Just no?
I'm going to be like, you can totally have male friends. You can totally go to the movies with them. Invite them over to the family dinner. First of all, I already know the man that I marry is probably going to be, like, absolutely no. Okay. And I'm probably going to be like the, honey, let's have him over for dinner. Yeah, actually use your hands a little bit and spread it apart.
Okay.
Yep, that's it. Oh, nope, that's not it. Okay, don't do that. Take a brush. Brush this with our vanilla butter mixture, please.
I don't have a brush.
Take a spoon and drizzle it with our vanilla butter mixture, please. So, Yeah, I agree with you though. And I see in retrospect why I totally did not need to be dating anyone before the age of 16. And like even at 16, like it's pretty young.
Mm-hmm.
Like I am 26 right now, 10 years later, and I'm just the other day I literally deleted every single app from my phone. Did I tell you that?
Mm-hmm.
My mother hates that I have apps, and she's always like,
because I don't feel like she needs an app. She's a beautiful person.
Just go outside.
Just go out. Yes, meet people in person.
I don't want to meet anybody in person. People talk to me in person all the time, and I literally stare at them like they're attacking me. I'm just like, huh. I don't like talking to strangers, Ma.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I don't agree.
You think
with
that's
that.
enough?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, now I just want a handful chunk
Of
brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg mix sprinkled onto this. You might, okay.
thicker.
You know, keep going, and then you want to pat it in some.
Okay.
And then I want you to pat that in. That's about good, I think. Really, ma'am? She's not following the directions that I'm not even following. And then on top of that, I want a little bit more of that. Sorry. You gotta get the edges. These edges are looking a little dry, sweetheart. Yeah. Push that into the edges. So yeah, I totally see where she was coming from. Like, oh, I was saying, I'm 26 now, and like, even right now in my life, I deleted all my apps because I was just like, these men are distracting me. Like, they're not actually distracting me. I'm still out here making my money and doing great things in my life, but still, they're taking up too much of my thoughts, which is any of my thoughts. I just had that memory, and I was like, didn't Grandma make them? And she used to use this. Y'all, this is the black people syrup. Do white people use this syrup for anything? I don't know. Butter. A little bit of butter drizzled to this. Just smooth it out a little bit. Get it nice and creamy. Remember, this is butter and vanilla. So, Mom, finish telling us your thought. What else did you want to say about this moving?
So we moved you into your dorm in New York, and it was basically time to leave. But as we got closer and closer to leaving, that belongs down there. I had so much anxiety on the inside.
Did you want to do this?
No, go. Okay. So much anxiety on the inside that I almost couldn't take it anymore. So when it was time to leave, it seemed like it was rushed. But when we went back out to the cars, your stepdad got into the truck, and your brother came to get in the car with me. But I knew I was in no shape to have anybody in the car with me. Because
we did take two cars. We took 2 cars.
I felt like I might not have made it back to Baltimore. And when I say I cried in the car from the time I dropped you off.
Are you about to cry again?
I'm not gonna cry.
We're changing the subject.
Okay. No, this is important because you
Oh
said
my God, you're gonna cry, Linda.
But you said I was weeping when I dropped off my son. It's been the same for you. Every time I've dropped you off. So New York being the first time. I cried from the time we dropped you off at your dorm, which was on what street? What street did you live on?
3rd Ave.
3rd Ave to the New York, Jersey Turnpike. And you don't have to believe me. Ask my best friend. Because when your brother came to get in the car with me, I sent him to get in the car with his dad. And he rode in the car with his dad back, all the way back to Baltimore. And I called her and I cried from the time I left your dorm until the time I got to the New Jersey Turnpike. And I'm not even joking.
Okay, Mom.
By the time I got home, my eyes were swollen. And I really...
Is this your way of saying you love us so much?
I love y'all so much. So it's not about me fearing anything because I know y'all covered by the blood. I know that.
Continue.
I remember saying to you that one of the most important things for you to do or have when you went away to college was your own relationship with God. Do you remember me saying it to you?
Oh my Jesus.
Do you remember
me saying it?
It isn't, but do you remember me saying it to you? You do, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I knew that you were covered. I knew you would be okay. The same thing for your brother. I know that your brother has his own relationship with God. But at the end of the day, I love y'all so much that parting from you is hard.
Pastor Boyd.
Let the church say amen. At any rate, I cried. So when I took my son to the airport this week, I tried my best not to cry. I actually had a conversation with myself, and I said I wasn't going to cry when I dropped him off because I didn't want him to see it. So I stood on the side.
You about to cry right now?
I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I watched him go through the gate. When I hugged him, though, I did. I cried just a tiny bit.
Mom,
and he was such
I don't
my
want you to
son
cry
that he
right
held
now.
me and let me cry a little teeny bit until he just had to go through.
Can we roll?
Yes.
Linda,
What?
you about to cry again.
I'm not crying. And
remember, tuck once, all the way around, and then we'll do a second final tuck. And then what, Ma?
so he went through, and then when I left the airport, when I got into my car, I cried. And then when I got home, I didn't need any electricity. I just needed to be in the dark.
Oh, so that's what happened when you were sitting in the dark and I called?
Yes.
Guys, it was, like I said, the ancestors are always speaking to me. And something said, just call your mother. She's real quiet. Call your mother.
And she didn't answer, and I didn't answer.
She didn't answer 3 times.
I didn't want to talk.
That's when I really knew something was up.
No, not really. I was on the phone with my best friend, and she was doing
exactly
what needed to be done. She was talking to me about other stuff, which meant I was occupied. My mind was occupied, but I wasn't talking about what was making me weep, and that is my son getting on that plane.
Well, we just want to add that Sean is perfectly safe in
Yes,
South
but
Africa.
again, it wasn't about him being safe.
Living his best life.
His best life.
Living my best life. If I was a man, I'm sorry, I'm not walking on the outside. Equal opportunity. We get hit together.
Oh my goodness, that's not.
We get hit together.
Are you gonna leave him in the pan? Okay.
I'm taking this whole thing to work.
Okay.
Guys, this is for work. Actually, one of our FSOs, Foreign Service Officers, she's headed to her post in Senegal, Dakar. I'm actually planning to go to Senegal next year. Did I tell you that?
No.
Because she and I were talking about me teaching a session at one of the American Spaces, and then I would just stay with her. She does have a dog, and as the world knows, I am slightly afraid of animals. But no worries, I am prepared. You feel like I need a little more king syrup, or you feel good about that?
I feel good about this. I don't even think you need the drizzle.
If you weren't here, I would be doing king syrup and drizzle, sis.
Oh my.
I just like the idea of having a little bit of butter. A little extra butter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do extra butter and a little extra hint of cinnamon as well. And why?
I don't know why.
Because the queen can do what she wants. Guys, how do y'all feel? How do you, Ma, feel about my... I'm going to also do a little extra cinnamon sugar sprinkle on the top. Since we have a little extra, why not, right?
Okay.
But how do you feel about my baking?
I think you do such an awesome job. At the end of the day, the flavor is phenomenal.
Yeah, like, have you ever tasted anything in mine that you were just kind of like, oh.
No.
Okay, D. Should I add more raisins to the top?
No.
I'm going to just add a few more pecans.
They're going to burn. You shouldn't put pecans
You know
on
what?
top.
She's probably right. I'll just put a few. Sorry. On the side like that. Where it's wet.
Okay.
That way I know they got moisture. So this is our finished product. Can you hit the screen, Ma? So it like zooms in. Tap where is that? There you go. Look at you learning how to be a vlogger. JK, I'm not a vlogger. We're going to pop this in the oven at 350. It's going to need to bake for like an hour. So I'm not leaving here until like 10:30.
It's hot. Came out good?
Tastes like grandma's love.
Oh my goodness.
Mom, you better not cry.
I'm not going to cry.
Mom. Tastes like what grandma would make.
Yes. Oh. Wow. Okay, maybe I'll cry.
Don't cry, Mom. Told you my ancestors be talking. Say bye. Any last words, Mom?
Don't be in a rush for anything.
You know, that's a word. Slow down. We need to slow down. Enjoy the moment.
And be accountable.
How?
When you make a choice or decision, I'm good. Just be accountable for your actions.
You heard it.